Good morning to all of the children in our congregation and those of you who are younger, those of you who are younger at heart. We often use this time as an opportunity to communicate a message from the service, and we have a lot of fun with it. We try to keep things upbeat, lighthearted, funny, engaging, entertaining. And today's message, today's theme doesn't feel that way, and that's okay. I think a really important message for us to all feel and take in is that sometimes really sad, tragic, and bad things happen. And a number of us have felt that this week as a part of our church community with the loss of Seth Nornhold. And I know a lot of you knew Seth from here at the church, and maybe some of you didn't. Maybe some of you weren't fortunate enough to really get to know him. And so the sadness that you feel about this is sadness that you see and you feel in others. I think it's helpful for us to remember that when these things happen and we're overwhelmed with grief and sadness, that it's okay to sit in that, to feel that. You don't need to pretend it's not there and tuck it away. You don't need to be afraid of feeling those emotions. You don't need to be afraid to cry. You don't need to be afraid to share how you're feeling with people around you who care about you. There are really tough times in life sometimes, and there will be other times in your lives where you will feel deep sadness. And it's okay to feel that. It's okay to have those feelings. One of the most comforting things for me is to know that even in the depth of that sadness, that God is with us. And it's not our job to figure out why something happened or to try and always find a silver lining in everything. But we can remember that God is with us, that God feels that pain and that sadness with us, that God is just as sad, that God didn't want this tragedy to happen. And when we think about God being with us, we can remember that we are also here for one another. That God has given us this gift of love to share and be present, to be the hands and feet of Jesus, to be here now with each other. And so I want you to think about, to all the kids out there, you're probably watching this with an adult or a loved one, and to take some time as we transition out of this children's time to touch that person, to give a hug, to tell them that you love them. And that's true for all of us, that life is precious and that we have the ability to love one another. And so I encourage us to do that. And to everyone that's here, Josh, Alex, Pam, Greg, Eric, I love you. And may we just continue to show that love for one another.